Here we are again for another episode coming at you kind of rapid fire. It's going to be like this until we get to body work, hopefully. Today I got a lot to cover, so we're just going to dive right into it. This is an exciting point for me because all the excess fiberglass gets to be trimmed off the car. A lot of like what is covered right now is going to be exposed, and to me it's going to give it like a really kind of like high-end look. So that's where we're going to be going today. This is going to be kind of, I don't know, figure it out as I go along camera wise, so bear with me. We're going to start on the front end. We're going to start marking out panels. I'll explain why I'm marking where I'm marking. Pretty much every step out to sanding and Cleco everything back in. So let's go to the front end. All right, so we're going to pick up on the front end here, and I made a little bit of progress, and I want to explain what I did up to this point and what I'm going to be doing going forward. So I determined up here my trim line. This was very easy for me to mark off and tape. Like I said, it was previously marked off and taped off. The line was just really faded. So it was very simple for me just to, reshape that line. Where it got kind of tricky is right up here in this front corner. Probably can't see too much because of the Cleco pin. I apologize for that, but I determined I wanted to come in an 1/8 inch off of the original body. Now I marked it to the best of my ability, an 1/8 inch in. From there, I was able to kind of determine that 1/8 inch pattern down here. And I used the body line that you can't really see, but there's a body line that runs right here. And that body line is what I want to fade the base panel into. So again, giving an 1/8 inch gap for the base panel to be faded back into an original body line is what we're going for. This is the base trim. So if I have to come back and feather more of this material out, I can. I'm also going to have to look at building this up on this front edge surface and kind of feathering that into the bumper because obviously you can see it sticks out. So we'll address all that when we get into the bodywork stage. But right now, just to trim this, that's where I'm determining this line to be. Now, the next big section is going to be down here at my favorite part of the car, the winglets. I absolutely hate these damn things. But the fun thing for me, again, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, I enjoy taking things that I absolutely hate and turning it into something like a design element that I absolutely love. This is a great example of that because this winglet, which I originally absolutely despised on the car, became a great base for me to build off of and create something that I think is, kind of more on like the exotic car scene, like where you have like an opening with, aerodynamic shape to it. So, so that's kind of one of the things I like to do is take things and turn it into something else. But back to the cut line. The center of the body line of the winglet, I determined to be right here. And I can kind of see through my fiberglass, and that's where I marked that line. I know that I want to blend this piece back to here. Again, this is just for determining where I want to cut things. This is actually going to get trimmed back in here more. So I need to cut an 1/8 inch from this line out and down. This is going to get rounded. So really, it was about starting from here to figure out where that flush point of the winglet was. Again, I could see through the fiberglass. So it's kind of, I like to determine parts of the car because once they're gone, they're gone. So I can transfer the center line up into the body, which I'll have to because I want to notch some of this out. So again, it's just, why I'm doing what I'm doing is making reference points that once I start to remove material, I will never be able to get back. So that's kind of what I'm doing. Now I'm up into this section of the car. I don't need all of this, but I do need to fade back. I have a ton of material right here that I really don't need. So I really kind of want to come back to this original part of the car, which you can't see because of the Cleco pin, but that is going to be where I am going to cut this, and I'm going to make some lines, kind of shape this, and I'm going to round this corner down in here. From there, I'm going to be able to come back in here and notch some of this out, because I want this part of the car to basically blend into this winglet and then into the body. So we'll be able to bond everything, kind of swipe everything, clean everything up with body work, a little bit of fiberglass here and there, but make everything kind of like a uniform seam. That's what we're going for. So again, I'm going to cut to me doing some more work, because it's just faster for me to do the work and then come back and explain it than it is to try and, do it in camera at the same time. So once I get more work, I'll come back and explain what I did and what I'll do next. All right, so here I have the rough shaping of what I want to cut out, and I can explain what I did here. I'm giving myself 3/8 of an inch away from the base of my round rod. That is going to be how much material I am leaving to try and fade into this plastic. So you can see up in this section here, I'm going to kind of nibble this area out, fade that back into the winglet. That will flow around into the port section. All of this will be removed. This will then kind of flow around this way. I will refine these shapes once I get them off the car. Then again, I'm giving myself that 3/8 fiberglass material away from the base of my round rod. This will wrap around and go to the bottom of the car. And there's a little bit on the bottom that you can't really see. I will show it at some point, but that is where I will fade to. Up in this section, I determined I am going to trim off all the way back to where I basically laminated fiberglass up to the base panel, or onto the base panel. So all of this from here over will go away. All of this up here will go away. That's pretty much for this section. The bullet here will be reshaped to mimic the front bumper. I know I got a lot of hate on that, because a couple people were like, there's nothing on the car that looks like that. And I'm like, and I actually referenced like the bullet shape, and they still didn't get it. Obviously it has to be shaped. So I'm a little angry about that one. Still kind of makes me mad. So people being people, the car is not done. Give me a freaking minute. But anyway, yeah, so this whole section of the car is ready to be cut. I mean, refined, but cut. I'm going to move to the back side of the front tire. I'm going to mark that out. Most of it's actually already marked out. I'm just going to have to tape that one off, but a little bit at the side skirt. So I'm going to move over there, mark that up, and then I'll be back, talk about it, and we'll pick it up from there. Okay, so I couldn't get to the bottom of the car and actually get the camera in a position where I thought I could explain everything. So I went ahead and just did what I wanted to do so I can explain what I'm doing. This is the bottom of my new winglet. And this section right here, this is the beginning of the design for me. The side skirt on the car kind of comes out of this section right here. It just comes out of nowhere. And I thought that was a really cool element to keep in the design of the car. So I didn't want to do anything and cover that area up. So that whole section right here is being removed. Trying to position this so you get an idea. From there, I am going to cut on this nice little radius. The reason I'm doing a radius, number one, if you do see any kind of transition, it will kind of mimic the port. So, you know, blending it visually, if you do see some sort of transition line, makes sense from what you see above it, kind of like a shadow effect, if you will. The other reason is if I do like a hard straight line, you see a hard straight line, this I can kind of feather backwards into the port and kind of mound it a little bit so it gives it a little bit more of an aerodynamic shape. So that's kind of why I want to do this radius, and I'm going to be doing that on all the ports. I am coming 2 inches from the inside of this lip. This lip here, I made these lips to cover all the areas that I cut in the car. The front doesn't have very much. I needed as much wheel clearance as possible for turning radius, but this is enough to cover all the damage, all the cut up areas that I did in, you know, making the car a wide body. So from there, we are going to come from that radius to the bottom right here. This is basically the main body line in the car. And this section of the port ideally will blend right into the main body line of the car here. Now, again, if there's any kind of like step, I should be able to feather this and make it, you know, a nice little smooth transition. You can see that that is that 7/16 carried line that I had from the top side of the hood. So this panel is ready for tape and cutting. I'm not going to really show a whole lot of like taping and cutting because I don't know that everybody really needs to see me tape and cut. I think we've all seen people tape parts and cut fiberglass before, but I want to explain more about the design process and what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. I kind of think that's what a lot of people wanted to see more of. So I'm trying to pay attention to explaining what I'm doing more about the processes, the materials I'm using, and less about the bullshit of like, you know, hey, watch this guy with some fiberglass, a cup, and some resin. So that's pretty much where I am going to stop for right now. I am going to pick this back up once I have the entire side of the car cut, trimmed, you know, installed. That way I can explain everything that I did, why I cut and trimmed everything. I think it will just make more sense once I explain it on the car, how I have trimmed everything back. Now that you understand why I'm trimming everything the way I am. So we will pick it up from there once we get to that point.